Hey people, Ishika here. I hope you guys are doing great. So only few days are left of this year. I heartily wish you all a very happy new year. May you all lead a healthy, wealthy life ahead. So in this video, we'll be seeing headstand for beginners with and without wall. So it's going to be a follow along kind of video. I hope you guys will love it. So without any further ado, let's just get into the video. So we'll be starting this practice with Balasana or the child pose. This pose is usually practiced before and after the Shirshasana or the headstand so as to gently stress various parts including hip, thighs and ankles. Anytime during the practice you feel you cannot just go further or you feel tired, just get down into this pose because it is one of the relaxing pose. Get into the tabletop position. Again, we'll be getting into this pose several times during the session. Now curl your toes under and push back through your hands to lift your hip and straighten your leg. Remember to keep your tailbone high. Try to sink your heels towards the floor. If you are unable to sink your heels, just lift it a bit above the ground. Now this pose will help you to stretch your hamstrings, legs and back. It is one of the preparatory poses before getting into Shirshasana or the headstand. Hold this pose. Now, if it's getting a bit boring and difficult at the same time, try pedaling your feet, keep moving, do whatever feels good. Now again get down into child pose. Now for the next pose, keep both of your elbows shoulder distance apart, forming a triangle by interlacing your fingers. Remember your elbow need to be underneath the shoulders. Lift up your toes under and press your hips back up, same as in the downward facing dog. Let your head hang freely so that there is no tension in your neck. Now, if you think that if you've got that extra strength, you can directly get into this pose from the downward facing dog itself. Hold this posture. This pose opens and strengthens the upper body. It's again a great prep up for the inversion poses. Practicing this will strengthen your arm and your core while getting accustomed to the idea of bearing weight on your arms and upper body. Now try bringing your upper body forward so that your shoulders are just perpendicular or almost perpendicular to your elbows. Remember that your hips need to be held up and it should be forced backwards. The main aim here is to strengthen our upper body, with that our arms and shoulders. Repeat this for few breaths. Now hold this again for few seconds and come down to the child pose. Now again get into all fours. Keep both of your elbows shoulder distance apart, forming a triangle by interlacing your fingers. Bring the crown of your head towards the floor and hold it with the help of your hands. Now tuck your toes under and press your hip back and up, again into the same downward facing dog. So again we'll be holding this pose because we are getting closer towards the inversion pose, that is the Shirshasana. As I have already mentioned this thing before, that for getting into these inversion poses, we have to strengthen our core, our arms and our shoulders. So again, we'll be getting into the prior pose and then we'll be walking our toes in. Try staying here and try to keep your back straight because it is very important for getting into inversion. Now again, just keep your toes on the ground and hover your fingers and try to balance here. Now during all of these, try being gentle with your body. So now we are really close to the headstand. So if you feel that the surface is really hard, what you can do is just fold your mat 2 or 3 times so that it could just give a comfortable base to your head. Now again, get into the same pose, walk your toes in, then squeeze one knee and the other. Be here because our main motto, our main aim is to build our core strength. So now it's time to get into the classic headstand. Again, get into the same pose. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and then walk your toes in. Squeeze one leg and the other, and now slowly try to raise your one leg and then the other. Try to keep your body straight. Try to balance it. I know it seems difficult, but by practicing it several times, it will come out to be really easy. Don't worry if you're not able to get into this pose today. You will be definitely getting into this after several practices. Now slowly bring your legs down and then again get into the child pose. Now if all this seems to be a lot more, what you could do is try doing the headstand with the help of a wall. Now again, don't get disheartened while doing this, by getting the support of a wall, because it's always better to do something rather than nothing. Now try getting your legs a few inches away from the wall and try to balance it here. If you have the fear of falling or tumbling, what you could do is again get back and gain the support of the wall. Even I did the same pose before getting into the actual classic headstand. If you like this video and learned at least something, don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you do not miss on any of my new videos. Also, you can follow me on Instagram if you haven't followed already. Till then, keep learning and keep practicing.